Find the derivative of y equals sine of x times cosine of x. This is the product, so we will use the product rule. The product rule states that u dot v prime equals u prime dot v plus u dot v prime. The dot is the product or the multiplication. In this case, there are two factors. The first factor is u equals sine of x, and the second factor is v equals cosine of x. We can differentiate each of these easily. The derivative of sine of x is cosine of x, and the derivative of cosine of x is negative sine of x. And so y prime is u prime is cosine of x times v is cosine of x plus u is sine of x and v prime is negative sine of x. Simplifying this, we have cosine squared of x minus sine squared of x, and we're done. Find the derivative of y equals cosine of x over 1 minus sine of x. This is the quotient, so we will use a quotient rule, which states that u over v prime equals, first we square the denominator, u prime v minus u v prime in the numerator. U is the factor in the numerator, which is cosine of x, and v is the denominator, 1 minus sine of x. U prime is negative sine of x, and v prime is the derivative of 1 is 0 minus the derivative of sine of x is cosine of x, and so v prime equals negative cosine of x. Y prime is therefore, first we square the denominator, which is 1 minus sine of x, the quantity squared. The numerator is u prime dot v minus u dot v prime, where u prime is negative sine of x times v is 1 minus sine of x, parentheses around it, minus u is cosine of x times v prime is negative cosine of x. Always simplifying the expression. Negative sine of x times 1 is negative sine of x. Negative sine of x times negative sine of x is plus sine squared of x. Negative cosine of x times negative cosine of x is plus cosine squared of x over 1 minus sine of x, the quantity squared. Now we notice that in the numerator, sine squared of x plus cosine squared of x is the famous identity in trigonometry, which is 1. And so we write the numerator as negative sine of x plus 1, and the denominator is 1 minus sine of x squared. But in the numerator, we can write this as 1 minus sine of x, and the denominator is 1 minus sine of x, the whole quantity squared. And so we can cancel out one factor of 1 minus sine of x to end up with 1 over 1 minus sine of x. As always, we need to simplify the answer.